All right, question? So this drill ship, they try to reach a reservoir of oil or gas or other material, expensive material. But usually nowadays, they are used for drilling for oil or gas. All right, so question. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, isn't the submarine mud on a ship or really?
Sorry, say again.
It's submarine or something like unmanned water vehicle, like much cheaper option than the ship. So just watch them.
Oh, submarine can be used instead of drill ship. Are you saying?
Yeah, or unmanned like underwater vehicles.
Underwater operation, underwater construction, underwater drilling. That is the mission, right? So your question is, instead of using drill ship, we may use a submarine instead to drill the oil reservoir. Is your question?
Yeah, my question is like that because submarine or something under the water going to be closer to the surface.
Right, you're right. But the problem to submarine is they cannot carry heavy material much, like pipes. In the drill ship, you may see that there are so many pipes are there to be used for connecting 10,000 or 11 kilometer. So pipe should be thousands of tons. And also there is also mud. They should be, or cement, they should be filled between the drilled hole and pipe. That kind of material should be carried to be used to protect the drilled hole or drilling itself. That kind of thing cannot be done by a submarine because submarine is very sensitive to the weight difference, weight changes. So they cannot carry much cargo. That is their limitation. And sometimes we will see in the later part of this class that there is an ocean engineering part, the second textbook. We will cover several chapters of the underwater sea development. And there is also ROV. ROV is a short name of remotely operated vehicle. That is used for the underwater engineering, deep sea operation. But that is only for small operations like repairing or handling of small devices, rather than doing heavy work like drilling or construction. So they are working together, I can say. So drill ship or FPSO, they are supported by smaller ROVs for the small operation of deep water working. Any further questions? Okay, let's go on to FPSO. Is a short name of floating production strategy offloading. So before we see that drill ships, so drill ship is used for finding out the good oil or gas reservoir, right? It will be lucky if they have a one drill and find out good size of reservoir, but usually it takes tens of times for drilling different places to find out good size of reservoir. So once they find a good size of economically oil field, then they stopped their work. Their work is only for finding out. So we call this is exploration. And then after the reservoir is found out, Then the second ship, this is for production ship, we can say, producing gas or oil for the sale to the or transportation to the land for the users, consumers. One of the ship is this one, FPSO. So they stay there above the oil reservoir and floating there, and they produce oil or gas, and then they store that oil or gas inside the ship, and the capacity is enough to transport. Then there is another ship is coming, so that oil tanker is coming. Then they transfer that oil to the ship. We call this is offloading of oil or gas to the transportation ship. So now the ship is shown in this picture is capacity of 2 megabarrel of oil or gas. That is roughly amount of oil used inside Korea per day. So one ship is used for 1 day for whole South Korea. All right. And there is another special kind of, very similar to FPSO, but it is specialized for gas. So we call it LNG FSRU. Short name of LNG is a liquefied natural gas, and short name for floating storage and regasification and unit. Very similar to FPSO. So it is very similar to land-based LNG storage facility near the port. And the shape is looks like a ship, but there is another kind of, the above picture shows a barge type, not ship type. The lower part looks like a ship because the front size shape, and then backward there is a hotel facility. So it looks like a ship, but in the above picture, the ship is more looks like a box. So I can say this is a barge type FSRU. Okay. Oh, it's moving on to sailing yacht. So let's take a break because we have already time, middle time of mid. Any question before making a break? No, then we'll have a short break until 4 minutes, so up to 55. Let's. Sorry, my internet connection was in trouble at the beginning of the video. Let me show you the class schedule. Right. So here is the class schedule. And today is 16, right? Number 5th class altogether. We are doing our general arrangement number 2. And homework 1 is out already through the Kakao. And we will do finding out the makeup class hour. But I guess TA is not prepared well, so let's move this one to next class.
So what make the makeup possible, Professor?
This is to finding out the available time slot among us when there is a problem, so that I cannot make a class on regular time. We make another class as a replacement. That is trying to find out replacement time slots. But because we have 8 people altogether, it's not easy to finding out common available time slot. Right? So we will do ours tomorrow or on Thursday. And also project team up. I hope we can make a 2 team out of these 6 members. One team can be a 3-person. I already told you that heterogeneity is the only requirement for me. And next week, we will start with student lecture and discussion. And there was a small change between Baraket and Yusang. They switched their schedule. They exchanged the schedule. So that Baraket will start the first. And I will provide you the previous lecture note in PowerPoint format so that you can upgrade that PowerPoint to be used as your lecture. And the time for lecturing can be 20 minutes per person. So Baraket, you can show us your slide set as 20-minute lecturing. And discussion is also to stay for 20 minutes, led by Ki-hyun Kim on next week, Tuesday. All right? And course outline, introduction of student, SNS, how to lecture, how to term project. Right. Let's see. I guess you already did your introduction of yourself the other time, but because we will make a team next week, so I hope we do another round of your self-introduction of you to get know each other, to find out good team out of there. Right? So can you start from Kim Gi-hyun, please? 1 minute.
Yes. Hello. My name is Ki-hyun Kim, and I am from the nuclear and quantum engineering class at our department. And I'm interested on the neighbor proportion. That's it. Thank you for listening.
So nuclear power propulsion.
Yes.
For submarine or else other ship too?
Submarine.
Submarine.
Yes.
Mainly submarine. Very specialized interest. Okay, good. And we can move on to Kim Ji-hyuk, please.
My name is Kim Joo-hyuk, and I'm senior of KAIST, and I'm majoring in mechanical engineering. I'm interested in fluid mechanics, so I take this class. Thank you.
Okay, so what kind of idea or what kind of thing you want to do as a project so that you may exchange, make up ideas to be a member of a team next week. That's why we are introducing ourselves. No idea yet?
I don't know.
Okay, it's good. Then we will move on to Adib, please.
Okay. Hello. My name is Adib. I'm currently a third year mechanical engineering department. Regarding the project, I was thinking about.
Can you turn
So
off
in our
one of
country, we
your
have a lot of
Adib,
tropical storms,
Adib?
and we lose a we lose a lot of crops due to the storm. So I was thinking maybe about some kind of floating about a project of some kind of floating farm, which which could raise up in the period of flood. So I think that's one idea that I was thinking about.
Okay, Adib, you has a problem of sound howling. So next time you need to turn off one of the microphone. And also, I hope you can prepare one earphone next time, because your speech is not clear to us with the communication problem. All right, then we can move on to Usangmin.
Yes, hi, I'm Sungmin Woo, and I'm first grade in PhD school, and I'm interested in CFD and sloshing analysis and sloshing analysis. I have experience for analysis, estimating the sloshing for about 6 years in company. So I tried to, study about the general theory about ship and marine in this class.
Okay, thank you. Then we will move on to Yunusang, please.
Hi, my name is Yoon Sang, and I am in double major of mechanical engineering and industrial design. So I have a strong point at user research or market research and some user experience based design. But my weak point is I don't have like high engineering knowledge. So that's it. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. And finally, Ultimo. Ultimo. You changed your first name. Ultimo is the first name, right?
Barakat is my first name.
Barakat is first name. Okay, Barakat.
Hello, everyone. My name is Barakat, and I'm a ninth semester undergrad student in the Department of Mechanical Engineering. I'm also doing a double major in EE. I've not yet came up with an idea for our project. I hope I will do so, or we will do so together in the coming weeks. And thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
Professor, can you hear me clearly right now?
Yeah, it's much better now. Yes.
Okay.
Good. Okay, so let's move on to class schedule. All right. So we already done many other things, right? So let's move on to class material. So this is a sailing yacht, and Number one is lounge and dining room and navigation space. So that it looks like the most important space in the ship. And owner's stateroom can be a sleeping room for the owner. And then number three is guest accommodation, sleeping room for guests. And engine space is number four. So because it is a small ship, engine usually should be located in the middle of the ship, even though the center is the stable space without any disturbances. So that is the problem. Oh, there's another video for sailing ships. Okay, let's stop there. Okay. So this is a layout or general arrangement for a motor yacht. Once again, it looks bigger than previous one. And it does not have any sailing. So this is yacht, but does not use any wind. It uses only mainly propelled by engine. Lounge, dining room, and galley is number one. Owner's stateroom, guest accommodation. 1 to 3 is the same and important. Number 4, navigation bridge and crew accommodation. This is a big ship, so there is the supporting personnel, crew. Engine room is in the middle. Okay, that's it for today. Ooh. So, almost we had the time, so we don't need to. switch to next slide set. But you can raise a question because we have several minutes to finish. No more. Oh, about the homework. TA just had the file from the last year, the homework 1, submitted by student. So that file can be uploaded to the homepage of previous year. So you may see that what students submitted last year. Then you can start from their position to upgrade their submitted materials. Jihu, do you have a plan? It is already there or not yet?
I'll upload on the website the previous homework from the last year.
Okay, so you need to visit the last year's website, not
Or
this
I
year.
I can make a separate section for the previous homework on the current web page.
Okay, that may be better. All right, and see you on Thursday.
When is the deadline, T? When is the deadline for homework 1?
Homework, usually I put in the 2 weeks time, so
2 weeks, okay.
30, Tuesday, midnight of Tuesday, 30th of March. It is written on the homework 5.
Oh, okay.
All right. Bye now.
Bye.
See you on Thursday.